let's meet the Beatles. I've got Paul and John.
John.
And Paul's talking to George and Ringo. Well, I said in my intro, and you were listening to it, that there have been a lot of changes since this time last year. Well, we've seen them, you know, we've seen you making films and doing all sorts of marvellous things, but what have the changes meant to you?
Nothing really. I think the main changes are in people's attitudes to you.
How?
I don't know. But it's people who change rather than you. You know, we feel exactly the same, really. Got a new suit, though.
But you've made a film since then. And you just finished it.
Yeah.
Why did you make a film?
Well, it's a logical step, isn't it? And I believe it's quite lucrative. I believe.
Anyway, someone asked us.
Yeah, we were asked to do it, and we said yeah. And Alan Owen wrote it, and we changed it, and we're all.
It's called A Hard Day's Night.
Hard
At
Day's
your local
Night.
cinema now.
Not now.
Not now. Soon.
What difference is there since last June up to now? What sort of things have happened to you since then?
The main difference is that we've got more money and less time to ourselves. You know, everything's speeded up and we're just running around like mad.
If you ever manage to get away from the crowds, what sort of things do you like to do?
Sleep, see films, go to nightclubs, drive my car, and that's it.
Do you find any difficulty in keeping up your public image? Just
No.
What image?
It's our image is just us. You know, as we were. We didn't try and make an image. It just happened, and so we don't have to keep it up. We just remain ourselves. Don't we, Ringo?
Well, we do. I mean,
Don't
the
know
other
about
two
that.
were worried about.
You write very good songs, don't you?
Thank you.
Ah.
Thank you.
How do you write songs?
Well, you know, we just depend. Sometimes we write them on old pianos and anything that's lying around, you know. Old tramps, anything.
Does it
murder
do the
getting
piano
into-
any good? Yeah.
No, it's murder getting into the recording studio. I've got a song, George, on a great big piano. But guitars and things, you know, normally we sit down and try and bash one out, sort of thing. But then again, there's no formula, because he can come up with one day completely finished. We still say we both wrote it, though.
In those days, has your
Go on.
in those days has your attitude to fans changed since then?
No, there's just more of them to watch.
But they all scream when they're listening to you.
Yeah, but we love that, you know.
Do you really?
Yeah, really, because it, like in Edinburgh, you know, I mean, you know, it's Glasgow tonight.
Yesterday, last
I
week.
shouldn't have said that, you know, I don't know, I've lost track of time. Anyway, the atmosphere in the theatre's really, it's marvellous, you know, it must come.
I will do, I'll try to come.
Good.
have you ever been frightened of your fans? A time when they've really frightened you?
Only
Paul's frightened me a few times.
only times when getting in and out of places, when there's 1,000 of them all together. But when you usually only meet about the most 6 or 7, you know, if you were sort of running along the road, and then there's not enough of them then, is there, to sort of make you
You don't
frightened?
mind that so much?
No.
Ringo, how do you feel about playing on stage and being showered with things like jelly babies, boots, girls, things like that?
Well, I'm lucky being at the back, you know. The other three have it worse than I do, but sometimes it's a bit of a drag.
It's not much fun, actually.
You know,
Puts you off your stone.
Yeah, because if actually we've had things hit us in the eye,
it's very
and
hard.
if you're listening, don't throw them in your eye. It's dangerous, you know.
Bad.
You get it
Hello,
out,
boys. How you doing?
Hello, chap. How you doing?
You can get up now.
I pronounce your man and wait.